What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. Give you that raw content that you deservedly need. Today, we're going to show some appreciation for Jermaine Jackson. The reason why is because he came into LaMelo's life at the right time. When LaMelo was literally getting blackballed by NBA scouting departments not ranking him, and then have a mitigated gall to put him at 32 overall, even though that was blasphemous. That was all about politics. They didn't want LaMelo to start setting a trend. It's pretty obvious. Now, I'm not saying that LaMelo going to Lithuania was a bad idea. That wasn't a bad idea. The bad idea was the team he picked. The team that LaMelo picked was not good, Vitotis at the time. If LaMelo would have went to Zalgiris and developed through their amateur program, I've said this before, I truly believe LaMelo would have been even better than what he is now. Zalgiris has an elite development staff, veteran players, former NBA players. It would have been the perfect team for him to grow. The reason why the Ball family did not choose Zalgiris is because they only wanted LaMelo. At the time, and this is nothing against Jello, it's just what Zalgiris thought of Jello. They were not interested in Jello. Even though Jello was the older player and established scorer in California, they saw his potential. They were only interested in LaMelo because of his unique, untapped potential that he has. So they only wanted him. As you all know, whenever someone goes through trials and tribulations, adversity, you need a mentor, especially as a young man or woman. You need a mentor in life to help get you through, to avoid all the pit stops and negative energy that comes your way. And by LeVar trusting in Jermaine Jackson is the best move the family has done ever. Here's a guy in Jermaine Jackson who's played in the NBA. He knows the system. He knows the players. At one point, he played for the Seattle Supersonics KD's rookie year. So he's pretty much like a mentor to KD. Very respected in the league. The OGs in the NBA respect Jermaine Jackson due to his hard work and the fact that he made the NBA by outworking people. That he was undrafted, even though he should have. He had a great career at Detroit University, Detroit Mercer, that is. Had a great career there, should have been drafted at least second round. I don't know if you remember this in 99. You could search this on YouTube. They upsetted a very talented UCLA team. Him and Rashad Phillips were on that same team. So Jermaine Jackson had a great college career. Should have been drafted, but wasn't. He didn't let that derail his confidence. So Jermaine Jackson outworked a lot of people, and that's why he had a long NBA career and overseas career. Don't forget, overseas you can make some money out there. So he was able to find a way to make money playing basketball. And then after that, he decided to coach. LaMelo Ball came out of the JBA USA tour, and I get it. People talk bad about the JBA, but you got to be honest. The JBA USA tour was a great thing. Better talent, better competition, and that was the blueprint before everything just went downhill. Just giving the JBA their props. The JBA USA tour needs different type of critiquing. You can say all you want about the JBA, but that USA tour was something to see. It was fun. A lot of athleticism, different teams around the nation. You got to see teams from Russia, from all these places that you don't see every day. Europe, all over the place. So when LaMelo came back home, LaMelo and his father, team behind him, was figuring out ways how can he get in the national scene again. Let's face the facts. The NBA is a good old boys league. And if you're doing something that's different, they're not going to check you out. It's politics, it's corrupt at times, but that's what it is. So they had the idea to go back to high school, and they were researching around. And I believe they knew, well, BI knew someone that knew a friend. And that's how they got a hold of Jermaine Jackson. And when I say BI, I mean Brandon Ingram. That was supposedly what happened. So they hit up Jermaine Jackson. And Jermaine Jackson, you can see on the first press conference they had, was very welcoming to LaMelo, allowed LaMelo to be a kid for once, allowed LaMelo to learn the game the right way. And you know what's so sad? You had Shines literally critiquing Jermaine Jackson because they couldn't stand a Ball family. But they came out looking like idiots because now LaMelo Ball is a top 5 draft projected pick. This is what happens when you find good people to put in your life. So this is what Jermaine Jackson posted in 2017. 2017. So you know it's not something that he just jumped on the bandwagon and a part of since he's training, not only training, but mentoring LaMelo Ball. He's been saying these type of things. And he's right. LeVar doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't do drugs, never been to prison, never sold drugs, family man, no bad business deals, no side chicks. Now, the business part, you guys will say bad business deals, but I really don't believe he was involved in the business aspects of it. I think he was just a hype man, but that's another video for another day. But besides that, all those things are true. And that quote ends by saying, why do you hate this guy? Why do we hate him? We hate LeVar because the media tells us to. But if you talk to people who have interacted with LeVar, they say he's not what the media portrays him to be. The only part that's true is, yes, he's braggadocious and he's loud. But he's no different than any hood guy down the street. I know a ton of LeVar Balls growing up in H-Town, especially in basketball and football games. This is very common. But a Shine will act like LeVar Ball is the only man that acts this way. It makes no sense. But it's great that LaMelo Ball has leadership behind him. And by that leadership, it will help him have a solid career in the NBA. People ask me all the time, why do I defend LaMelo Ball or any player that has been blackballed? I do it because it's not right to be a young man and the world is against you. Because instead of criticizing your father, they're taking all their energy on him. And I think that's a coward move. Is LaMelo Ball, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, or any of these elite point guards, Isaiah Thomas, the first Isaiah Thomas, by the way, from the Pistons, is he one of those point guards? No. But does he have the mindset to overcome obstacles? Yes. And I will continue to say this. LaMelo Ball is the most mentally tough player in this draft. Most prospects in this draft, if they have went through what LaMelo has been through, they probably would have quit, or even if they didn't quit, they would have been mentally fragile because of the pressure. Some players are immune to pressure, and that plays a big part of becoming successful. So I'm glad that Jermaine Jackson is in LaMelo's life. I'm glad that he's being rewarded for being there. And this is the reason why I believe I have no problems with LaMelo's career going forward. Will he make rookie mistakes? Yes. And will he make a boneheaded play here and there? Of course. He's young. Top 2 youngest player in this draft. Him and Anthony Edwards are. So those 2 prospects are going to mess up. But they're going to make a lot of wild plays as well. So I'm excited for the draft. It's literally 1.5 days from now. I would say 2 days, but it's nighttime. So 1.5 days from now. But I'm excited. I can honestly say, despite what's going on in 2020, the NBA free agency and draft is one of the bright spots of the year. You guys could say the election, but the election was so much drama and negativity. This right here, what the NBA is doing, is the most positive thing I've seen all day. So, hope you enjoy free agency, the NBA draft. I will do a show on draft day. So look out. I'm going to have my homies on the show. So you know it's going to be unfiltered. It's going to be raw, uncut truth that you deservedly need. And shout out to Jermaine Jackson, a great brother, a man of integrity, a man of just logic, a man with structure. And that's what LaMelo needed the most. All praise to the Most High. Peace.